there, AfterBuzz TV fans. I am here with the cast and crew of Rooster Teeth's very first horror movie, Bloodfest.
Hello.
Hello. How are you guys doing today?
Doing great, yeah.
Very good.
Good. How's RTX treating you this year?
Damn good. Damn fine.
It's really fun this year.
It's awesome. Yeah, this year especially.
This year especially. They finally got it right.
Because I'm not planning it anymore, right?
Yeah, that's what happened.
Oh. Now, where did the idea for Bloodfest initially come from?
I'm a big fan of when you're watching a movie and they hire someone to be walking around in the theater, so like the movie kind of bleeds off the screen, you know? I kind of dig those kind of events. And so we started thinking about, like, well, what would happen? Like, I would love to go to a festival that had all the different horror worlds. So you could walk around the creepy motel with the mother-obsessed kid and the summer camp. And then just the idea of, like, making it all go horribly wrong seemed pretty natural.
Now, are you guys like a big fan of things like Universal's Horror Nights and Fantastic Fest and things like that?
I've done the Universal Horror Walk thing before. It's hilarious. Everybody's dressing up as, they're like walking around with like fake chainsaws and like running at you.
Yeah, I
And
feel
you're like, this is borderline illegal.
yeah, it's very
I feel
dangerous.
like.
It's just a lot of like rocks and cans that they shake. That was my experience. People wearing knee pads sliding towards you and just shaking like a rattle at you. I just want to ride the studio tour.
Wow.
Yeah, that would scare me because I'm afraid of babies. So no rattling, please, ever.
Babies are frightening.
Now, Bloodfest, I do have to ask, if you guys found yourself trapped within Bloodfest, where would you try to run to in order to escape, and what area of the park would you avoid at all costs?
Yeah,
Studios. I'm trying to escape Universal Studios.
I would die instantly. I think that I would be one of the people who just gets killed right off the bat because, I mean, I'm not clever enough.
Oh,
so
that's
I'd just
silly.
be like, just take me. Just go.
That's a good, if that was your philosophy, you might survive. That's so
True.
Yeah, you might just work out. What are you guys?
I don't know.
Universal Studios. I wasn't
you already
joking.
said that, yeah.
I don't think he understood the question.
Disney.
I feel like everybody thinks that, I think anyway, like if I was in the situation, I would be the guy who's saving everybody, and like I would like get a chainsaw arm, and I would really just like take it front on, just attack it head first. But I probably would just die immediately as well. I would probably climb to the highest tree and just hide, like just wait it out. That'd be maybe the plan.
I think why more people don't do that in horror films.
Just
like,
climb
go
a tree.
somewhere, or just like wait it out. Like don't like wait till someone walks past you and then leave. Like just stay in there.
That would
Yeah,
be such a
then
boring movie.
Wouldn't be a very good film, would it?
Just a guy in a tree.
Okay, Robbie. Details.
I'd go to the
It'd be a great
party.
movie. It's truly horrifying.
For me, I'm like the concept of trying to escape a horror movie. I'm like, that involves too much running. Yeah, I'm tapping out, guys. I'm sorry.
Girl.
But speaking of, you guys do get to the sort of nature of this particular movie allows you to hop from subgenre to subgenre. What was your favorite to get to explore?
Ooh, favorite subgenre.
I liked the part where two subgenres collided in the movie. Is this a spoiler?
I think we have to keep it. But you've said something good, but I don't.
You've said something really good.
That's good, but I don't think we can go any further.
Yeah.
Universal Studios.
Universal Studios had nothing to do with this film, by the way. Let's.
Yeah, I liked when the Minions was attacking all the Disney characters. That was really fun.
Yeah. Terrifying.
Crazy
You're gonna
crossover.
get us sued. Just one interview.
Simpsons, right?
Or a sponsorship, one of the two.
It's true.
I was like, who is this guy? He's great. Let's hire him.
So I actually, there's a few scenes in like graveyards, and I like shooting in the middle of the night in the woods, and there was like heavily foggy, like that was like walking through a graveyard at night was super creepy in real life and looks really amazing on film. So that was exciting for me.
Yeah, everything with the zombies I think was like my favorite. I've always been a fan of zombie movies and that genre of horror in general, so getting to do some stuff with zombies was creepy and fun.
For me, it's clowns. Hell, there's a room full of clowns. Scared the hell out of me.
That was creepy.
Yeah, I didn't even know we were shooting that. Just a bunch of clowns showed up. It's horrifying.
Now, I was going to drop a joke from the movie, but nah, that's a spoiler. So let's not delve into any spoiler moments.
Yeah, Owen would stop you from saying what you were going to say.
But talking about clowns, I think you get the idea of where I was going. So I do want to ask, though, sort of the big thesis of this particular movie, without giving too much away, kind of revolves around the morality of horror as a genre. So I want to ask you guys, is horror good is horror bad, or is it neither?
In what sense?
Well, the
Society?
for society, because it's the viewpoint of one character in the movie that violence like is presented in the horror genre ultimately begets violence.
I think anything that is a study in what not to do can be considered a good thing. I think so, like a lot of times you need to look at what you would look at something, you need to assess like, oh, okay, well I'm gonna make sure that this doesn't happen with me. Because I think a lot of things these days is focusing on what to do as opposed to what not to do. Sometimes you do need to be exposed to that stuff. And also, sometimes in life, you need to make mistakes as well. If you don't ever make a mistake in life, you're never really going to learn. You're never really going to, like, get better as a person. So,
Yeah.
So Robbie's great as a person because he makes so many mistakes.
yeah, I'm riddled with errors.
First of all, I want to congratulate on burying the lead for this like very heavy question. It was like, what would you do in a horror movie? And then also, is this movie ethically responsible? Jesus.
There's no right or wrong answer.
I think-
Hard-hitting journalism.
Yeah, no kidding. I think horror films are an escape to a lot of people, and I think in that sense, it's always beneficial to have an escape.
Yeah, I'd say like it. I think horror films are great. I love horror films, and partially because it's a place where you can play with the idea of horror. Like everyone's gonna die. Like all of us, or you guys maybe today, are going to die.
Don't say that.
Sorry, but the,
Bloody hell.
and all of you, everyone watching, sorry, this is the deal. We're gonna die, and so the idea that there's a movie, as opposed to like you watch these movies like yay, happy endings. When I was a kid, I started watching horror movies. I'm like, oh, it doesn't matter if you're a good person or a bad person, or you can run fast, you die. Everyone dies, and like that's a great thing to learn and play with in my head in the safe space of theater, where I can like deal with the things that scare me the most in an arena where I'm actually pretty safe. So I'm all for horror. I think it's life affirming.
Well, to make it a little less dark, I would say that horror is actually, I'm very thankful for it as a genre because I feel like it brings people together in a very unique way in a movie watching experience. Adrenaline in general, experiencing that, especially with people and your friends, is such an exciting thing. And I think the adrenaline of watching a horror movie and having that fear of that you're in danger, and then the relief, and then the fear, and everything like that, it's a very unique experience in movie watching. So I think it's very fun.
Now, given that this is very much a meta horror movie, I couldn't go through this interview without asking, what's your favorite scary movie?
Ooh, favorite scary movie? Nick?
I didn't answer this way in the channel the other day, but I think The Quiet Place or A Quiet Place is
Ooh.
really good.
Yeah,
I think it's really smart
fantastic.
and very current.
The Waterworld stunt show at Universal. I actually really like comedy horror films, like Zombieland and Shaun of the Dead. I really like those. And also, even though it only came out, I mean, Quiet Place came out like literally less than a year ago. No, it came out this year, didn't it?
It was at Sci-Fi with us.
And another example, like even recently, like Get Out was such an amazing film in so many ways. I think it's brilliant horror, thriller, suspense. You know, I don't know what category you'd put it in, but really, really cool.
Yeah. What do you think?
I really liked It. Such
yeah.
a fun movie. And then Cabin in the Woods too is one of my favorites. I love that take on like starting off as a classic horror film and then really pulling one over on the audience. I thought it was a really fun idea.
Yeah. I think best horror movie ever made in the history of horror movies, Bloodfest. Coming to theaters near you.
On that note, final question, what do you guys want people to take away from the movie?
It's just such a fun movie. I think people should go in knowing it's just going to be fun. It's a great popcorn flick. Go in with friends. Go experience it together. And that we put a lot of heart and soul into it, blood, sweat, and tears, especially blood. And that we just had so much fun making it, and we want people to have fun watching it.
Amen.
Yeah, I agree. You know what's so funny about all these Universal jokes? The film's actually showing at Universal City Walk on the 14th.
Oh, right.
It is. It's
November
one of the cinemas. I just realised this. So it was all planned. So if you're on holiday, if you're at Universal City Walk, go watch it on August 14th.
Holiday is like a vacation.
I need a translator because I'm foreign.
Yeah, Australian, right?
Fuck it.
I think Barbara nailed it. Just go check out the movie. You're going to have a good time.
Well, thank you guys so much for taking the time to chat with us today, and thank you guys so much for watching Catch Bloodfest. It's going to be a good time, guys. It's so much fun. We will see you all next time.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye.